Hi, I'm Kelly Grisham, and this is Nursing Licensure. What are the qualifications to obtain and maintain RN licensure? As reported in the Nursing Scope and Standards of Practice, 3rd edition, the following apply to obtaining licensure as a registered nurse. A registered nurse must be licensed and authorized by a state, commonwealth, or territory. Guidelines are established by each jurisdiction, and it varies widely. The RN candidate must be a graduate from accredited diploma, associate's degree, baccalaureate, or master's degree nursing program, and once the program of study is complete, the candidate is qualified by a national examination, NCLEX RN, for licensure. According to Finkelman and Kenner, the following apply to maintaining licensure as a registered nurse. The registered nurse must pay a fee. Contact hours, continuing education must be completed, and the amount varies from state to state. Criminal background check is required, typically for initial licensure in the state. Active employment is completed. Number of hours of professional nursing activities also must be completed, and each of those varies from state to state. In the state of California, where I am employed, we only have to pay fees and continuing education hours. We are not required for active employment or number of hours of professional nursing activities. How can a nurse lose their license, and what is the process for reinstatement? According to Westrick, the following are the most common grounds for disciplinary charges that may result in the loss of registered nursing licensure: fraud or deception in obtaining a nursing license, or falsifying insurance claims, forms, and patient hospital records; physical or mental impairment that prevents the nurse from completing their nursing duties; illegal conduct, incompetence, or negligence in carrying out a nursing function; drug or alcohol abuse; abusive behavior, either physical or verbal; and conviction of a criminal offense. The process for reinstatements are as follows. The nurse must appear before a respective state board of nursing. They must have completed counseling or remediation if necessary. Then they may appeal the State Board of Registered Nursing decision through the state court and appellate process. What offenses put restrictions on license, and what is the process for removal of the restrictions? The National Council of State Boards of Nursing consider grounds for discipline: non-compliance with federal jurisdictional or contractual requirements, criminal conviction or adjudication in a jurisdiction under Article 7, Section 3 of the Nursing Practice Act, confidentiality, patient privacy, and consent or disclosure violations, misconduct or abuse, such as violating principles of professional boundaries, fraud, deception, or misrepresentation, unsafe practice, substandard care, or unprofessional conduct, improper supervision or allowing unlicensed practice, such as inappropriate or inadequate supervision or delegation, and drug-related offenses, such as unauthorized prescribing or dispensing of medications. The process for removal of license restrictions relies specifically on the offense. Some licenses may be permanently revoked. Most scenarios result in remediation. And remediation is a method that doesn't just point out deficiencies, but helps to correct practice to comply with standards. It's a process of evaluation, counseling, and education that focus on quality improvement rather than punishment. And remediation can often be completed through online education, mentoring, chart audits, and performance evaluation. Nurses who are dependent on drugs or alcohol, or with mental or physical conditions that, again, prevent them from performing nursing duties, must complete a discipline program for practice monitoring and recovery support. Discuss nurses and licensing in other states or compact states. Travel nursing, or traveling to different states and facilities to provide nursing care, has become extraordinarily popular, allowing for increased freedom and flexibility. The NCSBN created a compact license that allows nurses to travel from state to state with a single license. About 50% of states have adopted this licensure. The remaining states have forgotten this model of licensure as they believe it's unconstitutional in their states and delegates authority for licensure decisions to other states. Each compact state must adopt administrative rules, regulations for implementation, and facilitate the exchange of information that relates to compact nurses' licensure. Eligibility for a compact nurse's license, or NLC. There must be no restrictions or disciplinary actions against the registered nurse license. The primary residency must be in a state that participates in the NLC. Nurses must meet the continuing education requirements of their primary compact state license. And when the nurse renews their primary license and pays the fee when due, again in their primary state. Thank you for joining me, and these are a list of my references. Have a great day.